you only go to this diagonal and then you step down the line. So the more advanced way would be to start at this diagonal, step down the line, into the diagonal, again step down, back down the line, face down the line. Okay. But sometimes people like to start, because you starting from dead stop, you know, you're not, some people just kind of go straight down the floor, kind of a more basic version of it. But if I start here, it gives me a little bit of a like turn, right, momentum into it. So you can do either one of them. That's up to you. So you want to try with just a little bit of momentum into it? Yeah. So you'll want to make sure that your diagonal, so put her back into that, there you go. So that you can easily step into the line of hands. And now, so as I take the steps, if I start here, this diagonal, then the first step, you see how far I have to get around, and then I'm going to pass you. There you go. And now you can step towards me, and then you come around there. I step towards you, you close. Yeah.
Change that.
Oh,
The super report.
okay. Thank you. Yeah, so let's start that one more time. Yeah, so when you take your step this way, Fred, so you take your step the way, which you did, and now I'm going to try to think about staying on that same board area, or board, I guess, in this case, to take my side step to there. So it's easy to go out here to go around her, and then it's going to be hard to get all the way around. So once I start doing it over here, I'm going to aim to move down the floor. And I might end up back just a little bit, but I'm going to aim to go here, and then that was better. That was better, though. Definitely better than the last one. And here's a little tip. Especially starting from, like, again, a dead stop here without any momentum, when I take the step back, I'm going to turn. Do you see how I'm rotating it? Yeah. And then I'm going to continue that rotation, and that lets you come by me. Do you see how much space that you had there?
Yeah.
So you could have even gotten a little bit closer, because I'm going to rotate out of your direction.
Out of my way, yeah.
Uh-huh. And then I go, you go, I go, you go, I go.
Yeah.
Yeah? So it's that taking turns again. Whoever is going forward has the most distance to cover. Ah, much better, much better. And whoever's going backwards are going to try to keep the steps a little bit more compact, because the bigger the steps are. So if I'm the one going backwards and I take big steps, you see it's harder for you. So that side step, when I went to the side with the right foot, I'm going to keep a little bit smaller. And then you're going to keep it a little smaller. I'm going to keep it a little smaller. You are.
Yeah? Especially for now. Eventually when you get, you know, more dynamics in the movement, you can open that up a little bit more, but that's when the person going across really has a lot of drive going through there. So just kind of making that a little bit more compact on that second step. Right here. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. The other thing is that when whoever's the person stepping forward, I want to make sure that I take my time stepping forward. So I've allowed my partner, because that means if I'm the one going backwards, my partner has to come all the way across. If I take this step too quickly, right? So, and I don't have anywhere to go much except just forward in that rotation. So if right here, there'll be a little pause till I know my partner's there, then I'll take that step. And you can see that I actually kind of relax into the legs a little bit here. And I'm going to just tell you about the footwork too, because that'll help explain that. The person, instead of like regular waltz, which would be toe, heel, right? This is toe, heel. This is on the back part. Toe, this is still toe. But then I'm going to draw this foot in pretty flat. Do you see how I just kind of draw? I'm not going to go up onto the toes. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And so especially for the person going backwards, they're going to stay down and flat, swing, stay down and flat. Do you see how I just kind of bring that foot in and relax into the knees? Yeah. Yeah, and that helps to keep you in the inside of the rotation. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but if this analogy of, if you imagine like a coffee cup or a teacup and you're stirring the liquid on the very center would kind of drop down, and on the outside, if you stir it real fast, it kind of come up. So whoever's in the inside of the circle wants to stay down, and whoever's on the outside is like that liquid on the outside that raises up. So there's more up, more down. Outside of the cup, inside the cup. Outside of the cup, inside of the cup. Or not outside of the cup, but outside on the rim of it. And I'm going to have you, before you go, bring this back to here. Do you see how it's already? Oh. Yeah. Yeah. And especially because you're turning this way. If this hand's there, then it feels kind of like you have farther to go, yeah, to get it rotated. Ah, much better. Yeah, much better. And you're keeping a nice straight line, and it looks like, you know, you're not having to go out around. One thing for you, Jerry, when you are in your dance position here, the tendency is that you're getting a little bit this way. So I'm going to keep my vision at a diagonal upward. So go ahead and do that basic again. So I'm going to keep my vision up here. And I'm going to drop it down.
Yeah.
You feel the difference? Yeah. So it's easy to, you're in the right place over here, but it's just sort of angled down instead of angled up. Cute. So chin up. Yeah, there you go. And it helps to keep your eye level up. Because a lot of times your chin can be up, but your eyes start going down, and eventually everything starts moving down that way.
Okay.
That's it. Eyes up. Yeah? And there's all kinds of like little tips or little things that can make it easier. When you're stepping forward, when you had that little trouble when you started laughing right there, you were tipping your body this way. So and the reason that happens is that kind of swing this way, it's easy to tip to the left. But I'm going to think about my left foot is stepping forward, so the whole left side, and this is for both of you, left side is going to move what they call positive. So it's going to positively move into the direction that I'm going. And then this side is going to pass. Right now you can see it's slightly behind. Now it's going to pass in front. If I do this, can you see what happens? It's already slightly in front, so I don't have that swing to drive me forward. And it kind of sends all my energy that way. So it's not productive moving here, then passing. You can see the difference of that? It starts to go, and you can see my foot starts to turn a little bit, faces that way instead of the direction I'm going. And it starts to kind of go like that. And it throws your balance to the left. So you're going to always think about, and so you'll be doing it first actually when you step forward, about this left side. You can see this whole left side moving, the front of the left side moving positive instead of I turn too soon and it actually backs up and this side is already in front. But if I save the right side to here, so it's left side then right side swings. Yeah. Uh-huh. And that moves you down the floor instead of turns you into over rotating. So left foot and left side. Yeah, nice. That was much better, though. A little bit of a dip left, but not bad. Especially the last one you did was the best one, where you actually got more forward moving this way instead of...
I found myself looking down, and then I remembered looking.
Oh, yeah, right. I know, there's a lot of things, little details to remember, but when they all start to line up, it starts to get easier, and then it makes sense, you know? Yeah. Try one more time?
Yeah.
Whoa. That's it. Much better, yeah. Can you see a difference? Yeah. I'm going to put on just that one Viennese that I played last time and have... Huh?
See which one it is so I can download.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You couldn't find
a
it.
vocal of it. It was the same tune, but it was a gal with a vocal. It was like...
Okay, so that was playlist, Venus Waltz, and I had slow. And that was under. Come on. Oh, maybe it's not on here. Oh yeah, that'll help. So Anna Victoria, it was this right person under your spell?
Yeah, it was...
Oh, my volume's off, that's why. Were you doing the other pattern?
The other part.
Yeah. that was not bad at all. So before you leave that underarm turn, right, you're going to do the cross body lead, which the difference between the cross body lead and the basic is that you're under turning, only turning to the wall instead of to the diagonal. And she's going to come straight forward. So here's my basic first. Here's the cross. Now, when you come through here, you're actually going to run right across here. And then you're just going to take one step to the side. And then you're going to step to the side again. And in this case, you see where I could change the alignment to kind of change it this direction, as long as when you come around in that turn, you kind of watch where I go. So we take that side step. Here's the turn. Yeah. So I can make adjustments, but you have to watch to see where I'm going to go at the end of that. Yeah. See, and that would have easily got us around that corner. If I'm not at a corner, I wouldn't need to do that, or maybe if somebody got in the way, I might need to make an adjustment. So when I come around in the turn as the lady, I always notice where the man is, and I look for that spot where I'm going to go. Actually, warmed up. Right, there you go. I think that's on their feet. Uh-huh.
But I'm still walking.
Yeah, let me do that with you one time. So we're going to just do the cross-body lead one, right?
Right.
So you're going to come around, and you're still going to do your cross. And then on the second half, when you close, you'll just turn to face that way. And I take all 3 steps going this way.
Right.
Instead of being here, I'm out in this position.
Right.
Then as you step forward with your left foot, yeah, you're going to step right between my feet if you notice, because I'm going to step around, 2, 3, and then we go to the side, and then the underarm turn, and then I'm going to look to see where you...
Okay.
And the way that I let her know it's the cross body lead instead of the basic. So if I'm doing the basic, I'm in close position, like this. If I'm doing the cross body lead, I'm in this position. Do you see how I'm like at a right angle towards her? So it's not that I do anything to her, it's just I just do this and you're still in that position. Instead of bringing you around with me, I leave my arms so that you're in this position, like a promenade position. So here, and I just turn that quarter turn away.
And I can go 1,
Yeah.
2.
And your first step is still going to be towards me.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Then I step between your feet, 1, and I follow along right next to you so that we're close enough. And then the turn, and then just notice, and do the turn one more time, and make sure you keep your eyes up when you do the turn so that you can see me. So look, So here I keep you turning with me. Here, do you see how? So now, as you're here, that's it. And now you're going to just look straight forward. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And the way that you do that, or the way that you know again, is that here I'm keeping you right with me. Okay, so you were starting to do it that time? Actually, let me bring you down this way so you have lots of space. And I wanted you to feel the difference so you know how I'm going to tell you that it's a cross-body lead instead of the basic. Now when you step forward with your left foot, I can feel your right arm kind of pull down and back away from me instead of, you see how as I step, not that you want to push it forward, but it's kind of going back behind you. And that would be right here. There you go. And relax your arm a little bit. There you go. Like that. You feel how that was different? Yeah, there you go. That was a good one. Yeah.
Okay, good.
So, and that was my position, right? I turned away from you, but I didn't do anything to you. So you're kind of left in that position to continue straight forward. And a lot of times, the reason I say I didn't do anything to you, a lot of times the men tend to push the ladies forward into that, and it feels like that. You know, like, but you don't need to have that because you're already going that way. And all I need to do is turn away from you and let you keep the same space that you're already in. So you didn't know I was going to do it right away, but it was a different feeling, right? Yeah. And so, can I lead you one time?
Yeah.
I think it's good sometimes to know the opposite part, especially for a leader to kind of feel what. Okay. So you're going to go. I'm going to hold on.
This.
Yeah. So you're just going to keep your head this way.
Okay.
Yeah. And you're going to just do the backside together.
Okay.
And now, I'm going to, do you see how I turned away from you?
Right.
And you're still straight forward there?
Right.
So normally I would keep this hand coming with me,
Right.
but here I'm keeping it in this position, and then I would just start the turn. And then just keep following. Yeah. But mostly I wanted you to see that first position.
Yeah, I see what you...
Yeah, so if I'm here again,
Okay.
that's okay. So step back with this foot.
Okay.
And now I'm just going to turn away from you,
Right.
and then I'm going to lead you into that turn. Yeah. Yeah. So I didn't really do anything to you. I just turned my position away from you when I was doing your part.
Right. Right. That was what I needed to see.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I thought I had it on repeat on that one. Yeah.
So did I hesitate too on there, or is that I should just stand there long enough to get her past me before I step in?
Yeah, no, I thought that was a good one that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
It felt okay.
Yeah. And once you, like that last one, you ended up facing this direction here.
Right.
So as she's going around in the turn, I can move. Do you see how I can move a little closer to her and create if I wanted that angle? Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. if you happen to be here where you had lots of space left, you wouldn't need to rotate it, right, as much. So depending on where you are on the floor, you just kind of set up the next spot you want to go to.
I feel comfortable with that part.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Since it's in a turn, I can
Yep.
place myself over
And then probably the next thing that you're going to want to do with that is turning some to the other direction. Because right now everything's going to the left. And doing the right turn, which they call the natural turn. It's actually more natural, supposedly. Even though if you learn international style first, you learn a lot of the right turning figures first. But American style tends to introduce you to the left rotating figures first. And so anything going to the right feels kind of foreign at first. Yeah. So, but the right, you're turning, she's on your right-hand side, so you're turning towards her instead of away from her.
Right.
So because of that, it's supposedly easier to turn out to the outside of the floor towards your partner. Let me turn that down a little bit so I can... And because it's easier, you don't need to do the cross. So the cross is happening because it's more difficult to turn into the floor away from your partner. Oh. So when you go into the right rotation, you don't have to cross your feet. You're just doing forward side together, back side together, forward.
But you don't have
You actually don't do it. Yeah.
Side together.
Yeah, so if you were here, and so what I'm going to have you do is just to kind of teach you an easy way to go both. Do you want to go into that now? Okay.
Absolutely.
So, and this is useful for regular waltz too. So, and this is like what they call a change step that we're going to put in between. So we're going to do one left rotation and a change step or a linking pattern. Do one right rotation and then link back. So you're only going to go one full. So if I do the left one that you already do, and I'll do your part first. Here's your left. And now I'm at this angle. And now I'm going to do a change step. And a change step is a linking step so that I can change to the right rotation from the left. So I'm just going to do a forward side together, forward side together. Now my right foot is free. So now when I go to the right, I go forward with the right foot. Where before I was going forward with the left, I'm going to go forward with the right, back with the left. And I'll end up at this diagonal. My right foot is free because I just brought my feet together here, so you just put your weight on it. And staying at this angle, I'm going to do what they call a right foot change step. So it starts with the right foot forward and then side together. And there's no turn on the change step, so I keep the same angle with my feet. Do you see how I'm in that diagonal? Yeah. So I did a forward side together. You can see I kind of angled my side step, but I didn't turn the body. So I didn't go, I kept that same diagonal. And then your left foot is free, so you could start back with the left turn again. So I'm just doing one of each so you don't have to... Yeah. Yeah, and you actually would underturn it at that point, just like you did, because you're already in that angle. So it looks like this. Here's my left turn. Here's the left foot change step. Here's my right turn. And here's my right foot change step. So in between, you'll see that I go forward side together 2 times. So you'll see me go forward side, cross, back side together. Now I'm going to go forward side together for my change step. Forward side together. Now I'm going to go forward side together again. But because this is my right turning figure, it's going to rotate. So I'm going to rotate all the way around, backing line of dance. Then I'm going to rotate to my diagonal. And now I'm going to do a right foot change step, which has no turn. And then I could start back into the left again. And it's under turn because I'm already partway around. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just trying to keep the sequence.
Yeah. So again, if I start here, forward, side, cross, back, side, close, forward, side, close, forward, side, close, back, side, together, forward, side, close. Now I'm ready to go into the left again, to start over.
Because when I go on that back one, I think I'm ready to step off on the left foot instead of the right foot.
Yeah. So whenever you bring your feet together, you've got to put that foot down and change feet.
Change feet.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Now here's the change step. And now you're going to turn to, now right here, do you see how you turned? So the change step will keep the same angle. So one way to really make sure and do that is to keep your eyes focused on the same direction as you go forward. Yeah.
I was thinking let's type it in all the way each time.
And now you're going to turn to your right. So you're going to go forward with the right. Yes, yes. Yep. And change steps. Yeah. 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 And that would be nice if you put that pattern together with the underarm crossbody lead to the underarm turn, because then it would have a nice, yeah.
I'm just doing the two of those, they're kind of boring now.
Yeah.
The three of those.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mix them up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we only did one of each just to learn it, but you could do two of each, or you could do, like I can do the left, yeah. And it's just right turns go easily around a corner. Left turns, it's difficult to go around the corner. It's harder, you have to get more rotation. But if I'm doing the right turn, where we did this change step, and I kept going around the corner here, it's actually underturned, so it's easier. Yeah, so that's an easy step to do around the corner, where the left turn is harder to go around the corner, because it just, you get like too tight in the rotation. That's why they call that the reverse and the other one natural. So it's more natural to turn to the right.
So the opposite of natural is a reverse?
Yeah, yeah. So reverse is left. Yeah, right. Reverse is left and natural is right. Yeah. It'll be your right foot. Yeah. Yep.
Felt natural last time.
Now, you know what happened on that one?
No, I stopped.
You did it more forward together, and it is like a diagonal. Do you see how it moves off? Yeah, and I think if you're moving off this way, it's easier to put this foot down. If you're going forward, it's harder to want to put that foot down, so just making sure you have some angle to the side.
Okay.
And too much angle feels like you got to stop, and and it feels really clunky, so you do need some angle. Up. So remember, forward, side, close. That's it. Yeah, so it's just kind of memorizing that order and getting used to making your feet change. Yeah. Like, wait, which one? Yeah. So, Jerry, when you come forward on this, as I close my feet together, there is always that kind of drop down into changing the feet. So I think if it goes up here, it hesitates, but you want to let your foot come in and immediately put it down so that you're ready to go into the next step. If you hesitate at all, then it's hard to keep track of which foot you just stepped with, right?
Yeah, it's hard to
Up.
So it's forward, side.
Yes, there you go. Yay! That was it. That was it. Yep. Like, okay, brain's really going. Cranking around.
Trying to remember it, but not think about it. 'Cause
Right.
As soon as you think about it, your feet stop. So
Just like the feet can go faster than the brain sometimes, right?
almost always.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, yeah, yep. Yeah, yeah. And this time, let me start you down here a little bit further and see if we can go right into the cross-body lead after it one time. Are we good for time, Elliot? Yep.
For 305 minutes.
Oh, okay, perfect.
If that clock's
I got 304.
okay.
Yeah, that's good. Let me do it with each one of you one time. I'll lead it first. And it does pretty much take up the whole floor here, yeah. Let me start you here, sorry. Up. So now you had a few more steps to come forward before you, yeah. Yep. We made it just to the end. 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Sorry.
Oops, sorry.
That's okay.
Cameraman.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go right into the cross body lead right after we come out of the, yeah, just to have a little bit more space. So run forward. There you go. Yeah, that way we have enough room. Yeah. Oh, good. So I just went right into the 3 runs forward right out. Instead of doing another basic, because it's just not really enough room to...
Yeah.
Did you see what I did that time?
No.
So right, oh, right after, well, let's do it one more.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
That's a little bit, but I got a drain guy, I'm just trying to schedule it, so.
Oh. Let me do it one more time, because she did so good that time. So this time, instead of doing the basic in between, we went right into the cross body lead after we finished the right turn and came out, the little new sequence. I took the basic out just because there's not enough space on the floor.
You still have to do one of these to take it.
Yes, yep. So here. So I'm going to go right into the cross body. She's going to run forward. Yeah, good. Do you want me to do it with you one time? Okay. And now right into the cross body. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So that kind of gets you turning both directions, and it gives you that underarm turn, which stops the rotation for a while. Cross body lead, turn, explosion. Yeah, good though. Yeah, just that pickup at the end then. Yeah. Yeah, right. And the thing that you might watch in the video too is every time either one of you take a forward step, it needs to be with the heel lead, whether it's the right foot or the left foot. So for you, when you start off, this is a heel. And then you're going to have a heel with the left foot, heel with the right foot, and then heel with the right foot and heel with the left foot. And then the cross body lead. And then the heel. And it's only on one when you go forward do you do a heel. So it's heel, toe, toe, explosion. And because this is a side step, it's a toe instead of a heel. And this one too. So it's only forward steps on one.
And then the explosion, and then from here, then I step back with...
You step to the side. So that's a side step for her turn. Is that where you're at?
Right.
Yeah.
Step with this foot?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a toe or heel?
It's a toe because it's a side step. So heel only on a forward. So you're moving just sideways. And this is also sideways, so it's a toe. It'll be toe heel. The whole foot will go down, but it'll strike with the toe and not the heel first.
Okay, yeah.
So it's only going forward on the count of one, you use a heel. So when you do back, you have a forward one, then you have two backs, and then you have a forward. Yeah, so, and I'll say it maybe as you do it, because it's a little harder to kind of keep track. So who's ever going forward on the count of one? So it's heel, 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 heel. Right there, take a heel with your right foot. And it seems like the right foot is the one that's hardest to want to do a heel with because you're stepping more at her. So it's easier to want to kind of slide in there instead of, but it actually makes it easier to follow your movement because it creates the whole movement from the foot and the whole body. Instead of this, tends to slide the top in faster than the feet.
I'm sort of catching up. I'm sort of stopping myself from stepping, trying to not go forward, but rather go to the side.
Right.
Okay. All right. So we're getting all the way through.
Nice. Nice. Yeah. All right. Good one. Yeah.